Okay, so listen, I'm here on behalf of millennial women and women in general, whether they're 30, 40, 50, 100 years old, whether they're not even alive anymore. I'm here on behalf of all of them to tell you to drink your water and mind yours. And in Tanzanzaba, let ngalifagi. Makaniphume lo moya loya, never eat. Thanks, management. I wish I knew how long it has taken me, firstly, to find the perfect spots by the house. Secondly, to film this without being interrupted by my babies. And thirdly, to film this without being interrupted by my neighbors. Hi guys, this is my first outdoor vlog. I've been meaning to do an outdoor vlog for like a minute now, but I haven't really, put much intent into it. And then luckily for y'all, Gwende got a whole impromptu let's film a vlog vibe based on something that happened on the Green app. And before you write off the Green app, guys, the Green app it can get conversations going as well. Don't just write it off just yet. Anyways, I put up a series of questions on the Green app, and these questions were sparked by my need, and I've had this need for like the longest time, to have certain conversations that society deems as taboo, but to have them at length with the people who society is having this taboo perspective about, without really getting to know why and how and the logistics and why we feel the way we feel and why we are living our lives the way we are living our lives. And that is women who are choosing, oh my gosh, like, go away, go eat, stop it. Women who are choosing to either not get married, women who are choosing not to have children, women who can't have children, and women in their late 20s who aren't yet mothers. And I don't know why society is so triggered about all these 4 different types of women and how they choose and how they choose to live their lives. I really have no idea why society is triggered. Okay, bit of background on me personally, ne? I have never ever, I don't think I've ever felt that maternal biological desire to be a mom. And I used to joke about it as a kid, but I think it was, how jokes are like have a little bit of truth wrapped up in them. I think I was hectically like really not engaging with the idea. I just didn't know how to, if there was a space for me to have that view or opinion at the time. I've never had that thing where I look at baby pictures and I sabawell. Like, I really don't understand why I'd sabawell a child. And that isn't to say I don't think kids are wonderful, which is really what I need to like do a young disclaimer on. It doesn't mean I don't think kids are wonderful. I have nieces and nephews. My sister's daughter is absolutely amazing. I love her, Ashna.
Plural means many.
Many.
Yeah, but in general,
Okay, tell us again.
Singular
Means many. Okay, tell us one more time.
She's 6 and already planning her 7th and 8th and 9th birthday. She loves watching superhero movies and she's deep into Dragon Ball Z, but at the same time she thinks she's a young fashionista, so she's always like tearing up old clothes and trying to make designer items for her dolls. And the other day she was like to me, look girl, I can't wait to get old so I can also buy some hair like this. And I said, girl. But anyways, I think kids are wonderful, guys. Just because I personally have never felt that, that desire, that natural thing, doesn't mean I don't think kids are wonderful. And that is society's biggest misconception about women like me. Yes, there are women who do not desire kids. There are women who do not see children in their future. I feel like a child right now doesn't add any value to my life, and that is the biggest narrative that I really wanted to bust with this video. Ocean, go away. Do you want to say hi to everyone? Okay, bye baby. This thing of saying women who don't have children or don't desire children are living unfulfilled lives. Where, sis? How? I have a very fulfilling life. I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a friend. I'm making impact in my sphere of influence. I'm, living my best life. I'm chasing my dreams. I'm able to cook my own meals and take out the trash. Like I'm a normal functioning adult. Why do y'all feel like we need to have kids in order to feel some level of fulfillment? And most of the women that were engaging were women who are in their late 20s and don't have kids yet. And society has been saying a couple of really nasty things to them, like you're infertile, you can't keep a man, you don't know what you want, your life is not fulfilled. And when these women started engaging, and I realized that we were all facing similar problems, despite whatever stance we had taken. Some women just don't subscribe to the institution of marriage. Some women don't subscribe to kids. Some women are actually struggling to have kids, guys. First of all, society, kwecala. I don't know where y'all get off thinking you have entitlement to our lives and how we choose to lead them. Second of all, before you go around asking a woman in her late 20s or a woman in general why she doesn't have kids and why she doesn't want them, take a second to think, because maybe, just maybe, angeni nzawo, like it's none of my business. And then take another second to think that you don't know that woman's story. She could be struggling to have kids, and she's not just out here in her 30s being like angbafun banvana. Maybe she really wants kids. Now you all up in her business asking her why she's not having kids and telling her that her biological clock is ticking. Women are making choices for their lives that no longer revolve around a abantu bazotini, B, what men want, and C, what society deems is normal or is the greater functioning of how we need to be as women. It is freaking 2020, guys. It's 2020. Women can be whatever the hell they want to be. Women can make whatever hell choices they want to make. Women can decide that abafune shata. Women can decide that they want 2 husbands. And I know that's not even a thing in Swaziland, but polyandry, if we're gonna have the conversation about polygamy, we need to start having the conversation about women having multiple husbands too. But that's a story for another day. Women need to be able to decide that, look, I don't think a child will add value to my life, and society shouldn't be triggered, because society is so freaking triggered, and I have absolutely no idea why. So, to a woman who has a particular stance in either marriage, being in her late 20s or early 30s, and doesn't have a kid, not wanting to have kids, we exist, and struggling to have kids. First of all, whatever stance or situation, whatever reality you have, it doesn't make you less of a woman just because you don't have what society says you need to have in order to tick off milestones or certain, things that deem you a woman. It doesn't make you less of a woman. And more specifically, the women who are struggling to have kids. I personally don't know what it's like to walk in your shoes. But what I can say as a word of encouragement and love and light is something I heard in one of my favorite movies, Collateral Beauty. One of the most beautiful, most well-written movies, honestly. Do I have any Collateral Beauty fanatics here? So one of the characters, her whole story in the movie is built around how she can't have kids. And she's really desiring kids, and she feels like her time is ticking away, and because society says, look, you can't be 40 and have a baby, she feels like she's running out of time. So she has this really great conversation with the character Time. She has this lovely back and forth where she says, I want kids. Time tells her the story of how he wasn't raised by his own biological mother, but he turned out all right. And the moral to his story, or that anecdote, was kids don't have to come from you biologically, physically, naturally in order to be yours. They just have to go through you, pass through you, be raised by you. So as a word of upliftment and encouragement to a woman who is struggling to have kids, you can still be a mom. She's Ocean. I'm having a moment here. Do you wanna high five me? Okay. Do you wanna disappear now? Kids don't have to come from you naturally to be yours. And I feel like these are some of the things we need to start having, especially in black communities in Eswatini. We need to start knowing that there are options for women like us, and if there aren't any options like adoption and all of that, I think we should start knocking on all the relevant doors in order to make those options possible. Okay? And yeah, guys, let's stop being apologetic about the choices we have made as women. Let's stop being apologetic about our views and stop being very loud about them and making society shake and uncomfortable so that these things can stop being taboo. These things should have stopped being taboo a lifetime ago. I should totally wrap up this video. Please, if you feel strongly about any of these taboo conversations that got all, if not most, of the women on my green app very triggered, please leave a comment down in the comments section. Give this video a thumbs up. Please give a shout out to my dogs. And if we can have these conversations a whole lot more, like really have these conversations and have them in the right rooms with the right people and just, you know, shake up the stereotype and shake up the status quo, I'm telling you, our daughters will not have to feel like this is taboo by the time that they are here, or by the time they need to be having these conversations as well. There's no right or wrong way to be a woman, especially now. So whatever stance you have chosen, it is yours, and you don't need to constantly be explaining to society why. But if they want to know, let them know that this thing has so many faces. Who would have known that Dimnot Fumfubu me was one of the faces of women who do not desire kids? And I'm not saying this is a finite decision. Maybe 10 years from now, I'll be at a different place in my life where I'll feel like a kid would be nice. Like I could reproduce a little cute thing, and stop telling women that they will know how it's like to be fulfilled until they have kids. Stop that nonsense. Stop it. We have very fulfilled lives with or without children. And to the women who do have children, just because we have made these choices, it doesn't mean we look down upon your choices. Pro something doesn't have to be anti something else. Society really needs to stop making things black or white. Just because I don't want kids, just because I don't want to get married, doesn't mean I'm not happy for my friends and my loved ones who are having kids, who are getting married. My stance doesn't have to like step on yours. So now I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my day, enjoy the rest of my orange infused water, and hopefully set an example that people need to, you know, drink some and mind theirs. Thank you so much for watching, and what you think about my makeup. And by the way, all I have on is just like the brows and eyeshadow and this lipstick. Daily Glow Moisturizer from Herbalife. Guys, like, stop sleeping on Herbalife. Love and light, sis.